I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Tuesday, September 9th. Today,
we've been taking a number of steps to make sure that we're improving safety and security. This is another step in the right direction.
What's being done at Health Sciences Center to make it safer for staff, patients, and visitors? Also today, demanding answers.
I can't begin to explain to you the magnitude of this.
The family of a woman killed in a fatal crash wonders how the man charged with her death breached his bail conditions again. Plus, gearing up.
It's a very horrific thing that somebody does to another individual.
A new campaign to put the brakes on labor trafficking in the trucking industry. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. After a wave of crimes, including assaults on staff, there's a move tonight to make Manitoba's largest hospital safer, and it involves Winnipeg Police. Standing by live with the details is CTV's Catherine Dow. So, Catherine, what's happening at Health Sciences Center?
Marilee, 2 Winnipeg police officers will soon be stationed at HSC to address ongoing safety concerns. There are also going to be 5 new weapon detection scanners installed at hospital entrances. This all comes following multiple security incidents at the hospital, including multiple women who were sexually assaulted in and around the hospital in July. The incidents have put the HSC in bad light. Manitoba Nurses Union graylisted the facility, warning members that it's an unsafe place to work. And a recent Doctors Manitoba survey found 44% of safety incidents among physicians in the past year took place at HSC. These new WPS officers will patrol HSC campus 24/7. They will work with existing security personnel in what the health minister says is a broader strategy to boost hospital security.
There's going to be continued work that we do in this space, but we've done a number of things already, including mass communications to all staff when there are incidents of concern. We're taking steps to make sure that the tunnels are going to be safer, that there's a better response on campus and better supports, and adding 24/7 police is just another step in the right direction to improving safety and security.
Catherine, do we know what all of this is going to cost?
So funding comes from the provincial government, not the city or the police service. Minister Astaguara says the police officers will cost around $1.6 million annually. The weapon scanners, another $765,000. CTV's Jeff Keel is working on this story today, and he's going to hear from the Manitoba Nurses Union about the moves. That's coming up on CTV News at 6.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Catherine.
You're welcome.
The family of a woman killed by an alleged drunk driver says changes need to be made to Manitoba's bail system after the man charged with their daughter's death breached his bail conditions again.
We know that this offender is on the loose. We know that he has a drug problem. We know that he is going to reoffend.
The family of Kelly Verwey shared its frustrations with Justice Minister Matt Wiebe today. Verwey was killed in a car crash with a stolen truck near Portage La Prairie in January. The driver of the truck is charged with drunk driving, but at the time of the crash, he also had a warrant out for his arrest for violating his bail conditions. And then last night, the family learned he walked out of a treatment facility. Now the family is demanding answers. CTV's Harrison Shin is working on this story. Watch for his full report next hour on CTV News at 6. Manitoba Premier Wab Kinu's popularity is waning, according to a new poll from the Angus Reid Institute. The data released today shows Kinu is still the most popular among Canada's premiers with a 61% approval rating, but it's a 7-point fall from the last poll taken in June. The Institute says delaying the Spruce Woods by-election while announcing more than $300 million worth of spending may have led to the drop. Now, additionally, the pollster says some Manitobans feel Kinu is abandoning the climate crisis in favor of developing infrastructure. Angus Reid surveyed 334 people between August 28th and September 5th. The poll has a margin of error of plus or minus 5%. Winnipeg Transit has broken ground on its new bus garage in Northwest Winnipeg, and today it unveiled the final design. The $200 million garage will be located at Selkirk Avenue and Oak Point Highway. The new garage is replacing Transit's oldest garage on Main Street, which can't accommodate modern buses. This massive new 259,000 square foot facility allows Transit to buy and maintain more 60-foot articulated buses. It will also have electrical charges for 24 battery electric buses. The garage will feature bays for maintenance, repairs, and cleaning, administration space, and a bus loop for future routes. Construction is scheduled to be complete in 2027. A first-of-its-kind campaign is hoping to crack down on labor trafficking within the trucking industry.
It's a very horrific thing that somebody does to another individual, and that's really, it's modern-day slavery.
That's Janet Campbell, president and CEO of the Joyce Smith Foundation, who estimates there may be several hundred people here in Manitoba at any given time affected by labor trafficking. Oftentimes, she says newcomers are promised good jobs in Canada only to have their documents seized and wages withheld once they arrive. The new campaign aims to inform those people of their rights and show everyone else how to spot labor trafficking.
From a physical standpoint, you may see that maybe they don't have some of the safety equipment that would be standard within the trucking industry. And there may be issues with the readiness of their vehicle as well.
Other common signs to watch for include having no freedom to leave the job, working extreme hours or in unsafe conditions, or living in poor conditions, often controlled by the employer. The new campaign is in partnership with Crime Stoppers. You can make anonymous tips by calling the number. There is a phone number you can call for Crime Stoppers. There are also cash rewards for tips that lead to arrests. Canada's Agriculture Minister says any decision to ease tariffs on electric vehicles from China would have to take into consideration impacts on other sectors.
Not knowing the result or the ask of the Chinese government specifically at this point in time, to speculate on any decisions that we make and to put that speculation into possible jeopardy of another industry or sector wouldn't be appropriate.
But Heath MacDonald says easing those tariffs is something which is being considered. Canada, following the lead of the United States, slapped a 100% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles last year and committed to a review within 12 months. China later imposed tariffs on Canadian canola in what was widely seen as a retaliatory move. MacDonald's comments came at the end of the meeting of federal and provincial agriculture ministers here in Winnipeg, who heard from canola groups that producers are hurting. House prices continued to set records across the Winnipeg metro region in August. According to the Winnipeg Regional Estate Board, the average price for a residential detached home rose 8% year over year to nearly $450,600. Condo prices climbed an average of 4% to a little more than $280,000. All right, let's bring in Daniel Halmerson now. We'll get a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. Nice and sunny out there. How warm did we get today?
We hit 26 actually, well above seasonal norms for this time of year. Morning started with a little bit of fog, but that gave way for, beautiful warm September temperatures, light winds and fairly clear skies. And we're going to see that throughout most of the coming day, actually. Now, coming Thursday, we could see some showers develop. I'll have your full, complete Skywatch forecast coming up later in the show. As of right now, as you can see, mainly clear skies, still 26 degrees out there, light winds out of the north at only 2 kilometers per hour. The pressure's dropping, the humidity sitting at 45%.
The Bathfitter Live Eye is brought to you by Bathfitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years.
And taking a look at westbound Portage Avenue there, right near Polo Park in the Route 90. Traffic fairly steady there, nothing to report so far. If you see a tip, please let us know.
Coming up, why the lawyer for former fashion mogul Peter Nygard says the sex charges against him in Winnipeg should be dismissed. More local news after the break.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Taking a look at the markets tonight, crude oil added 37 cents. The Canadian dollar dropped almost 1/10 cent. Gold gained $4. The TSX is up 35 points. The Dow Jones climbed 196 points, while the Nasdaq closed 80 points higher.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
A 35-year-old man is charged in the death of a woman near the Paw. RCMP were called to Clearwater Lake on August 30th, where they found a severely injured woman outside. A man from the Paw was arrested at the scene. The woman was taken to hospital but died of her injuries on September 4th. Aggravated assault charges against Walter Leach have now been upgraded to manslaughter. He remains in custody as police investigate. The lawyer for former fashion mogul Peter Nygard says the charges against him here in Winnipeg should be dismissed. In court, defense lawyer Jerry Wiebe argued police failed to keep records from the complainant's first interaction with officers nearly 30 years ago. Nygard was charged in 2023 with sexual assault and unlawful confinement after allegations tied to a 1993 incident at a Winnipeg warehouse. Wiebe told the judge the missing documents undermined her client's right to a fair trial. The court has not yet ruled on the request to dismiss the case. The city is making some progress in chipping away at this year's deficit. The second quarter forecast is predicting the city will be $17.7 million in the red by year's end. That's a $1.2 million improvement from the first 3 months of the year, factoring into the deficit millions of dollars in savings targets that have not yet been achieved, lower than expected revenues in the Property and Development Department, and higher overtime for the fire paramedic service. On the flip side, snow clearing is more than $3 million under budget, and the city is making higher interest than expected on some short-term investments. Theater, film, stand-up comedy, and live music. It is all coming to Winnipeg. We will fill your entertainment calendar next in the Spotlight.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Tom Papa.
Daniel Hammerson is back now for Spotlight and details about a Broadway thriller coming to a Winnipeg stage this week.
That's right. The Winnipeg Jewish Theatre is opening its season with a bang.
Whatever is happening in your life, we can talk about it. I promise. I will listen.
Job, the play, follows the story of Jane and her sessions with a therapist who suspects her job may be more harmful than helpful. It's a razor-sharp psychological thriller about ambition, burnout, and the digital forces shaping our lives.
It's really a discussion about technology and the line between real and online life. It's an awesome thriller. It'll keep you on the edge of your seat. It tries to really make you chase it. And at the end, there's a puzzle that you almost have to unravel on your own.
Job, the play, opens on Thursday at the Winnipeg Jewish Theatre on Doncaster Street. It runs September 11th to the 21st. Get tickets at wjt.ca.
A stand-up comic who is taking the world by storm is coming to Winnipeg.
Yeah, that's right. Brad Williams is bringing his high-energy show to Club Regent.
No man's ever woken up with a free Saturday and thought to himself, sweet, flea market.
Williams' latest stand-up special has gone viral on YouTube with more than 7 million views. He's one of the sharpest, most original comedic voices, working today with fearless observations on disability, relationships, and race. He's made TV appearances on The Tonight Show and Jimmy Kimmel Live. Brad Williams' The Tall Tales Tour is slated for the Club Regent Event Center on March 28, 2026. Tickets go on sale Thursday through Ticketmaster.
All right, this one is for fans of roots, blues, and folk. You've got some information they'll want to listen up for.
Absolutely. A blues heavyweight is coming to the West End Cultural Center.
Got your letter in my pocket. Your face stays on my mind.
Now, Guy Davis is a two-time Grammy nominee. He uses a blend of roots, blues, folk, rock, and rap to address social injustice and common life struggles. Guy Davis takes the stage Wednesday, October 1st at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available now at the West End Cultural Center website. Local blues legend Big Dave McLean opens the show. I'm speechless.
It should be a good night. All right, now to an inspiring film about a gay rights activist who is making its Manitoba premiere.
It's the story of Delwyn Vreed, who was fired from his job as an Alberta teacher.
The King's College was very clear that the reason they were firing me was because I was gay.
Pride versus Prejudice, the Delwyn Vreed story, documents one man's fight against discrimination, resulting in a Supreme Court of Canada decision in 1998 recognizing sexual orientation as a protected human right. It's showing in Winnipeg as part of Real Pride's 40th International Film Festival. The premiere takes place at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights on September 21st, followed by a panel discussion with the director. Doors open at 1:30 and tickets are available through the Human Rights Museum's website.
Actor Mark Hamill is reflecting on his time spent filming a Stephen King movie right here in Manitoba.
How cool is this? The Long Walk follows a group of young men who volunteer for a deadly endurance contest, hoping for fame and fortune.
From day one, they did it in complete continuity, so you could see the progression of them starting out bright and fresh and clean to haggard and filthy and degraded.
The movie was filmed in various locations in our province, including Birds Hill Provincial Park, St. Lazare, and Garson. It's based on King's dystopian novel from 1979, in which the contestants must keep walking at 3 miles per hour under threat of death. Only one person wins. Hamill plays the Major, lording over this contest. He says he drew inspiration from his own childhood on a naval base.
I would see these guys going through their calisthenics or whatever under the barking orders of these insane sergeants. The same glasses and just inhuman.
The Long Walk is set for theatrical release Friday.
Ooh.
I'm excited for that one.
Mark your calendar, yeah. All right, thanks, Daddy.
And your primetime lineup features high potential at 8, then see plenty of fierce cross-country competition on The Amazing Race Canada. And a look out at busy traffic there heading into St. Boniface. 26 degrees out under mainly clear skies, light winds. I'll have your complete Skywatch forecast after the break.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
What a beautiful late summer day. Temperatures in the mid-20s, light winds, clear skies. We're expecting much of the same over the next 24, 48 hours or so as we move into Tuesday night. Mainly clear, though we'll see some fog patches develop again overnight as we saw this morning, but making way for plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. I'm going to move over here because we're going to see a storm system developing over Saskatchewan as we head into Thursday. You can see it right there on the screen. And as we move through Thursday, it is coming into Manitoba, so there is a chance of showers later this week, but the temperatures are going to continue to be in the mid-20s. Tonight here in Winnipeg, dipping down to 10 degrees, mainly clear skies with those light winds and those fog patches developing. But tomorrow, as I mentioned, 26, mainly sunny, plenty of clear skies and light winds still out of the south at 10 kilometers per hour. UV index is 6 or high for tomorrow, so if you're going to be outside, take those precautions. But as we look at the long-range forecast, chance of showers on Thursday, mainly cloudy Friday, high of 24. And much of the same over the weekend, a mix of sun and cloud, temperatures around 24, 25 during the day, only dipping down to 15 and 16 overnight. And our first Skywatch pick of the day comes from Virgil out in Garden Hill First Nation. A little farewell to summer there on the water. And our second one, this is really neat, from Rod Brown out at Manitou. Check out that spider web there. Because of all that morning dew, please keep sending those photos in. You can send them right to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
Thanks, Danny. Well, you can get calendars with pictures of musicians, movies, sports heroes, and now you'll be able to get one with a well-known red helicopter, the Stars Air Ambulance.
I think you'll agree the photography is outstanding. And it really helps tell our story of innovation, resilience, and community.
Stars is releasing a 2026 calendar. Inside, you will find pictures of 3 Stars Air Ambulance helicopters. There's 5 months with Stars crew members, and you'll also find 3 months featuring 3 VIPs, or very important patients, who experience Stars life-saving efforts.
Without Stars flying in to get him in challenging circumstances and the fight to keep him alive to get back, we wouldn't be here. Like our life as we knew it would have been completely decimated. So to be able to be here and help fundraise and help bring awareness is just something we can do to give back to what we needed.
The 2026 Stars calendar is now available to purchase. All of the proceeds go right back to Stars. For details, you can go to starscalendar.ca. I love a real calendar, not a digital one.
And there was a dog in there too. So
you're on board too then?
Yeah, I need a calendar, you know. The phone isn't enough.
The phone, no, exactly. What happens if it's not charged? All right, that does it for us this hour. Don't go far. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with more local news. Hope to see you then.